Yo, so here we are. We're in the outer word principles bit. Share my screen here to get back to this presentation. Remember what we were doing now. We're going through the three-dimensional selling system. Last part we finished off was letting go of limiting beliefs, taking control of internal dialogue, your state management, dropping your bullshit stories, what other conditioning you may have. This idea or perception that sales is fucking manipulative or wrong. We need to drop that shit because otherwise it's going to be something that's going to hold us back. Remember that you need to be here now. So you should have pen and paper. You want to trust this process and make these decisions fast. And I mean, this is a great place even to sell from. You know, we actually sell clients from this place here as well when we're actually doing the closes live to tell clients to drop their fucking stories. It's fucking brilliant because that could be a limiting belief. This can be holding your clients back from getting results, and it's going to be the same shit that'll hold you back from getting results in sales. So I'm hoping you've done that work, because we're going to go into the outer world principles. What I say here is like your internal perception becomes your external projection. So in this whole section, we're looking at putting that state management to work for us to produce the kind of results that we want with our sales. So we're going to look at, now that you're now living in the solution, your solution-based thinking versus living in the problem. You've dropped your story, you've dropped all that bullshit, and you're ready and willing to learn this new material so that you get all the things that you want out of sales and your business. Then we are now living in the solution. We're seeing opportunities in front of us. We're choosing the most valuable reality, and we're not letting sales hold us back anymore. So this is a much better place for us to start. And then what we're going to do is if we have a team, we're going to lead from the front. We're going to talk about leading from the front. You're the person who sets the example. Next thing we're going to look at is some numbers. We're going to look at the metrics that you need to manage. Are your sales as effective as they should be? Are you doing the job right? We're going to look at the 4 buying archetypes in here. There's certain different buying archetypes when we're dealing with people in the world. We don't know which ones those fall into. Some of them are good use of your time, some of them not so good. You need to know how to fucking pinpoint those people. Next thing we're going to look at is the 3 most important metrics you need to focus on your business if you want to see if your sales and your qualifying techniques and if this shit is working. There are 3 very simple metrics that you can follow, even if you have no systems at all. If you follow these three metrics, you're going to know if your shit is working or not. Okay, so let's dive in. Here we go. The first thing we need to do, especially if we're living in the solution people, we now need to, that internal perception, allow it to become the external projection. You must lead by example. And look, if you've one person in your team, then you fucking lead yourself. Number 2 is create a unified team. Everybody needs to know the vision for future because culture starts at the top, and you need to transpire that vision to everyone else in the team. If you're a team of 1, then you fucking lead yourself, and you say yourself and your vision over and over every day. That's why we have the Ascension Roadmap. It's there. You should be looking at this every day as part of your daily routine. And that's going to focus your mind on the things that are important for you to do. You should be doing that if you have a team. And you do it as often as necessary to stay on the path. And sell them your vision for the future. I mean, you cannot do this shit alone. At some point in your business, the thing that's going to hold you back is that you cannot actually fucking split yourself in 2 or 3. You need to create a team, and you do that by living in the solution, having a vision for the future, seeing the opportunities, and knowing how to take those opportunities and create the best out of those, how to exploit those opportunities to the best of your potential. And then show other people how they can too. There's a very famous saying from Zig Ziglar: when you get enough people what they want in life, you'll get everything you want in life. All right? So you've got to create opportunities for other people at a certain point. Now, this is going to be held together. You're going to have frequent meetings. You're going to have staff training. And again, if you're a one-man band, I mean, you're going to have frequent meetings with yourself. You're going to have to keep yourself accountable. Again, this is what the Ascension Roadmap is fucking perfect for. Because if you've got the work plotted out that you've got to do, I mean, when it's Monday, and you review the last week, it's like, did you do the shit you were supposed to do or did you not? It's that fucking simple. And then maybe you need it, well, if there's staff training, if you've got staff, but you need to be training yourself. I mean, that's why study is part of the Ascension Roadmap. All of this shit, you'll see there is a congruence between everything we teach and everything we do. And then reward structures, you've got to have something that shows the good work and effort that you put in. You've got to reward yourself. I talked about mine in some of the earlier videos when I was talking about like family holidays and shit like that. That's an excellent reward. I've seen some really great ones over the last year. Owen went on a skiing holiday. He bought himself a new fucking Volkswagen Golf, and then just recently he's changed it to an Audi. He's changed his car like fucking 3 times this year. Changed his car more than I have. But that's the thing. That's what floats his boat. That's what. So his hard work and his effort. That's what he's putting it into. He's like, that's his driving factor. I want to do this shit, and then I can get myself a new car or a holiday or a home or whatever the fuck it is. You need to have those reward structures. You need something to work towards. You need to be on a diet, a strict diet of zero fucking negativity. There's no point in you having little pity parties in the office when you come in, coming in the fucking Monday morning. And then everyone else leaves the fucking office all feeling sorry for themselves. No one is going to perform if that is the shit that you're allowing to happen in your business. So this is super, super important. We said state management. Now you have to project your state management to all the rest of your team, sell your vision to the future, and keep them on the fucking path. And if that means you, then you. Sometimes the hardest person to convince is yourself, right? But if you aren't on your side, then who the fuck is? So these are things you need to be doing. Use your ascension roadmap wisely. Keep yourself on the fucking path and the rest of your team if you've got them. Now you know this. Look, the real secret, at some point you've got, like, sales comes down to numbers. Sales is just a numbers game. So you've got to know your numbers. We were just looking at that today in our business. We were looking at the leads we got into the business through offer A and offer B and which one was performing better. And then we looked at the front end money, how much extra clientele we produced from that, and whether our incremental members that we were adding to the gym were on target or off target, and looking at the overall retention. We're looking at this constantly, right? And yes, we've lots of numbers because, again, you know, the business is big, you know, the costs are around about 50K a month. So we've got to know the numbers very, very fucking precisely, okay? Especially if you want to be in a profit state and your costs are 50K a month. That's fucking a big jump, all right? So you've got to know your numbers. Let's start with the most important. The 4 buying archetypes. Look, you're going to, as a person who is dealing with lots of the general public all of the fucking time, and especially if you're starting off in sales or you're starting off with the gym, you can be a little bit desperate at the start, and you can be thinking, like, I fucking have to sell everybody. Oh shit, I'm so lucky to have these clients. I can fucking have to have them. I have to get them all. And then we end up selling people who are shit fit for a business, or trying to sell people who are never going to buy from us, and we sound desperate, and it's fucking awful. We need to recognize that there are some people who are fit for a business. We are the catch. Us, the trainers, not the client. This is a shift in thinking. I need you people to start thinking differently about this stuff. You're the catch. You've got the ability, the knowledge, skills, and tools and techniques to help these people get what they want. You're the catch. You need to view it that way. All this desperate fucking selling, trying to sell everybody, you know, fucking, I'll deal with anybody. That sort of shit makes you look desperate as fuck. And what you need to realize is that you cannot force a result. What you'll see on the screen here is, and I'll just skip this slide, 50% out of every 100, 50% of people are potential buyers. 50% are a waste of your time. And you should never be pitching them. They're a fucking horrible fit for your business. But if you're that desperate kind of salesperson, you're going to try and sell in people. And you're going to think that you're doing a shitty job, and it's not. They were a shit fit. So your marketing is going to be the thing that weeds these people out. And you should be pre-qualifying stuff through your marketing. That's why you make people jump through hoops. That's why you repel the people you don't think you would be a fit for. That's why you draw the people in that you are a good fit for. That's why you should be authentically you. You have to be true to your one message. When you give yourself permission to stand up for your one true message and you communicate it with authenticity, you're going to pull these people in you who should be doing business with you and repel all the fucking assholes. That's right. It's okay that 50% of the people you're going to piss off, because 50% of the people are a waste of your fucking time anyway. You just don't know this yet. Now you do. So don't kick yourself if like fucking only half of your people are showing up. That's fine. The people who show up, show up. Now, inside that 50, inside the 100, 50% you should be spending time with. It's these top 2. 20 out of every 50 are going to be ready right away. They've probably been watching your content for fucking ages. They know you, they like you, they trust you, they love your shit, they're engaging in all your videos. They fucking have been dying to do business with you. And it's only now that you've asked them, it's like, fuck yeah, I've been waiting to give you money for ages. There you go, boom. No fucking hard sell. They're just fucking give it to me. Been dying to buy your shit. Another 30 out of the 50 are going to be still shopping. Now listen, they represent a good place to spend your time. You should be spending some time with them. The only thing is, they're in control. They're not going to buy when you want them to buy. They're going to buy when they're ready to buy. So you still need to be contacting these people, and through your marketing and all your normal stuff anyway, you will be. This is why I've done email for ages, and there was a dude who was floating around the Facebook page, and this is just on courses, it's not in the Nugent, but fucking 6 years. 6 years that they'd have been floating around the Facebook page, asking questions now and again, ended up on the email list, and I send emails frequently. And had I not been, he would never have bought. But 6 years he'd been reading shit, floating around before he bought. I wasn't actively fucking saying it. He was just in the group stuff. He was in the email list, of which there's about 3,000. And he was in there, and he was opening when he opened, and open, not when he's not. And when he was ready, he fucking bought. So that's the 50% you should be spending your time with. Then there is curious cats, 20%, and tire kickers, 30%. They're the 50% you should not be spending any of your fucking time with. They usually come out on Facebook and they send you a message against much. They don't even say how much they say. Much is it? Some shit they got. I mean, if you're getting fucking message you got on Facebook, you could think that you're dealing with a lead. You're fucking not. You're dealing with a tire kicking asshole who is wasting your fucking life. They're never going to buy anything. And then if you know this, I mean, you probably beat yourself up about this before. Fuck, what could I say? Nothing. You could not have said anything. That guy is wasting your fucking time. He's just looking for the cheapest shit, fucking ball breaker. And by the way, those people, if you were ever unlucky enough to sell one of those guys, or you dropped your price, or you made a thing, this is another fucking real shit thing that personal trainers do. They've got this guy who wants to do this thing, and they make this product specifically around him. And it's like, what the fuck did you ever do that for? You should never, and it's again, thinking that the client is the catch, so they just do fucking everything because they're desperate. Never get yourself in one of those desperate zones. I mean, when we're talking about the product and the core and the value, that stuff we talked about in earlier videos, and you should never be getting yourself in the situation you got if you follow those videos correctly. If you don't check them out in the capacity and the value ladder stuff. Okay? Now, anything else I want to say here? No, that's it. So, out of what I'm just saying, remember, 50% are potential buyers and a good use of you spending your time. 50% are wasting your time, and that's why we use marketing. That's why funnels and stuff. That's why, like, application forms, because like you can't even fucking spend 2 minutes filling out an application form. What you're telling me is you're not a good fit for your business, my business. Or those people that go, much, it's like, dude, this is how I do business, go here and make an application. And then if they don't come back, great, you're not wasting any more fucking time. If they do, they come down through the channels that you should be coming through. Anyway. All right? Now, that is the archetypes. So that's what I said. I said we're going to be looking at the archetypes so you understand out of the 100, like how to put people into the buckets of where you should be spending time with and where you should. Now, next metric, and I said this was the 3 most important metrics you could look at. If you have no systems whatsoever, this is super fucking important. Why? Because it's a huge mistake I see the trainers making. And if they follow this one simple thing, it would fix it all. And I used to, fuck it, funny. At the time of shooting this video, I was doing a live gig there in Belfast, and I was talking to the audience, and I used to say this, because this is how I used to teach this element. We used to sell £75,000 cars over the phone. And the trick question I used to ask salesmen who were learning from us and back in the Honda dealership, we said, how would you sell a £75,000 car over the phone? How would you do it? It's a trick question. You don't sell a £75,000 car over the phone. You sell an appointment to come and test drive a £75,000 car, and the person who shows up has the money to buy it and is willing to spend it. So that's how you sell a £75,000 car over the phone. You fucking don't. You sell an appointment. And this is the biggest mistake I see personal trainers making. They think that their job is to sell personal trainer over the phone. If they've got a name and an email address, they ring them up and they're trying to sell personal trainer. Yeah, just get your card details out. And the dude's like, no, I don't know who the fuck you are. No, that's not happening. You need to be very, very good to be able to sell personal training over the phone. You need to be, a master influencer persuader if you need to. So I would not recommend it at all, especially, personal trainers, because they don't get into this usually because they're great salespeople and they want to sell personal training. They usually get into this because they're passionate about training and helping people. And then they get to the point where sales is fucking actually holding them back and they don't know these little tricks, all right? So what I recommend is you sell appointments on the phone. That's the set. When they show up, that's the show. You close them. So the 3 metrics you need are set. How many appointments have you set this week? So if I say very simple, I've got 10. Good, you've 10 appointments set. How many showed up? Oh, well, 6. Well, I'd want to see fucking, 6 or 5. I mean, if somebody turns up, and remember, you've pre-qualified them, and, we go through this in the scripts. you will have pre-qualified. It's like, okay, so the way we work is I think you'd be a great fit for the program. What we need to do is set an appointment where you can actually meet me and we'll talk face to face in the gym. I'll show you exactly the kind of results you get because, look, I can't see you over the phone. I don't even know exactly where you are in your muscular, your strength, your endurance, your movement, capacity, all of those things. And let's really detail exactly what you want. The question I'll probably ask you is, what would you love to happen over the next 30 days? Me as your personal trainer for you to say that's the best money I've ever spent. And then I'll recommend it to all your friends. You know, and we'll go through that. We'll tease that out. And if it looked good to you and you seem like a good fit to work together, you know, we'll go ahead and we'll look at training. Just so that you know, it will be between dink and dink. Is that what you see yourself investing in fitness? That's what I mean by pre-qualifying. And if the guy goes, oh yeah, that sounds fair enough, it's like, cool. Then we'll set the appointment. Because there's no point setting an appointment to a dude who can't fucking afford your product. You get me? That's another reason why we sell appointments. Is because we tell them and we detail the stuff, and we do, of course, go through some of the pains and we go through some of the benefits and what we do and what he can expect and the results, of course. But we also tell them what to expect in terms of the investment. And if he's like, no, that is way outside of my budget, it's like, well cool, that's fine. You know, that's all right. So, look, there's no point in us going ahead and setting an appointment if it's not something that you feel that you would value that much in your health and fitness to invest something like X and Y to get the results that you just said. But what I can do is I can recommend someone who could work with you if cheap and cheerful is what you're looking for. Is cheap and cheerful what you're looking for? And maybe sometimes in just the way I'm describing it, I was like, well, no, fuck it, I don't want cheap and cheerful. Well, look, if you want the best results, you know, and then the conversation can start all over again. Or it's just like, dude, there's a dude next door, he's 50 fucking quid, why don't you go there? Because there's no point in you wasting your fucking time setting appointments with people who cannot afford you, right? The people who do show up love you. And you're face-to-face now where you can really bring the pains to the surface, show them the potential, the possibilities that you have. So here's where you are now. Here's where I see your future. I mean, I can help you with the how. That's what I'm going to be. I'm going to give you the support, the accountability, the guidance. I'm going to walk you through every single bit of this step-by-step, session by session, and all the education you need in terms of nutrition and your food plan and everything, so that you remove the confusion from nutrition once and for all. Like, put simply, I am your coach in charge of you getting results. Sound fair enough? If it's yes, it's like, boom. Cool, there's the way we work. So 3 sessions a week, or fucking, you present your, whatever your product is. You get me? And that should be very, very easy. I mean, if you get somebody who shows up, you need to slap them around the face with a fucking wild Atlantic salmon to fuck that up. I mean, you would really need to try hard to fuck this up. So set, show, close. I'm done there. Look how important this is, though. I remember this dude contacted me. This is oh shit, sorry, my fucking screen just flicked away. I was trying to move that and it fucking opened it up. So look, this is Philip Taylor, and this was a while ago, right? I remember he contacted me through Facebook, and I just want to show the mistake that the dude was making, because look, my phone script is based off the SLP. That's the straight line persuasion system from Jordan Belfort. All right. I introduce myself, who I am, why I'm calling, then I prospect. So he prospects, have they done all this? And he's going through the pain. And then it's like, oh, right, okay, it sounds like you're a perfect fit. Then I go into about the program, days and times, what do you expect? Then I ask them 1 or 2 quick results or members that they got in the last block. And if they do half as well as the rest, they'll be really impressed. Sound fair enough? Then he asks how much. I tell him it's a cash outlay of only, direct debit each week, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. So look, do you see the problem? I seen the problem straight away with this. And he couldn't see it. He's like, he can't close because he couldn't close any of these people. I tell him 1 or 2 quick results. Sound fair enough? Then he uses that, da-da-da. I've used it all, and I've written it. I found I was reading too much. Then he used the template and talking it. The problem I actually have is getting on the phone. I have to hype myself up most of the time. And when I get on the phone, I'm pretty sure I sound like a rapist. Ha ha. Now look, I said, I see your problem. What's your number? The problem is simply, he's trying to sell personal training over the phone. That's the fucking problem. I seen it was just like, shit. This dude is just, you know, he just doesn't see this. And he was like, he give me his number. I called him. I was just like, dude, it's a great script. You're just trying to get the script to do the wrong thing. He's like, is that fucking it? Is that it? He's like, yes, that's all. There's nothing wrong with it. You're just trying to make it do the wrong thing. Sell an appointment. When they show up, close them. And he was like, okay, really appreciate it. So like, then I was just, all I wanted to know was how the fuck did he get on, right? Because I love seeing people get results with my shit. So he said, I booked in 4 people out for an appointment this week, straight after we spoke on Friday. And I'm going to let you know. I was like, why did you only book in 4 people? And he said, it was the final 4 people on my list to call. I was like, I wish, and you can see my reply, I wish you'd asked me sooner. And then I was like, fuck it. Do you know what? We'll do this here, because he didn't have any downsell or offer. So we found a way to convert that. Now, that was me saying, like, if only you'd have known that small, fucking tiny adjustment, you would have closed way more people. And all he had was 4, but it was like 4 out of 4. It was fucking 100%. As soon as he changed that, right? My shit works. Okay, what can I say? It works. So I was doing a live at 11, and I had the 3 most powerful words in sales that I said that you've never heard, and it was set, show, close. And funny, I was talking to Phil Giffney, who's also a great salesperson, who we help with his sales scripts and stuff when he's in Results Fitness. Launched the gym, got down to 250 members, 200 quid. I think he's at about 400 members now, and he's opened a second facility. And he still comes back for help with the sales scripts and shit, because now he trains other salespeople, and he wants us to adjust the scripts to get results and stuff. So we had him on the show, talk about training. And Phil Taylor helped me be on the show, and I was like, fuck, Phil, do you remember about them fucking thing? And he was like, yeah, look at this. I had about 60 leads and burned them all. Fuck, like, I hate that. But then I was like, well, what happened? He said, well, got 18 signed up the following week. So by making that adjustment, he then got leads and signed 18 people up in the following week. Now, let me ask you, if you signed up 18 clients in your fucking gym next week by putting in this sales technique, this tiny little technique, and the stuff that you've learned before, like having a shift in your thinking, knowing that you're the catch, getting a handle on your metrics, understanding that you want to fucking get the people who should be buying in front of you, and then only prospecting the qualified people, the people who you should be spending time with, the people who've got the money, and who actually need your help and see you as the catch, and they value your training and your expertise, and you're not undercharging for the professionalism you provide. If you get those people in front of you and you close 18 of them, how would your life look? I think it'd be pretty fucking good if you had 18 quality new members in your gym and the revenue that goes with it. And really all you have to do is put into action the shit that I give you in these last 4 videos, because that's exactly what I give to Phil Taylor. Okay, so let me see. Is that all I wanted to say? Yeah, so you're living in the solution. You're carrying through that. You've got the inner game of sales, state management. You must manage your state, because success or failure in sales happens before you speak or utter a single fucking word. It happens here. You either can or you can't. Whichever one you are, whichever one you think, you're going to be right, like Henry Ford used to say. And he's fucking right, yeah? You're either living in the problem or you're living in the solution. If you're beginning to live in the solution and you're taking a zero negativity fucking diet, and you're transferring all of that energy to your team, you're leading from the front, creating a unified team, your culture starts at the top, zero negativity, reward structure in place, and you're selling them on your vision for the future all the time, and you understand that the sales process is going to be super, super simple. You're getting people to apply, you will get leads that you will call up, you will sell appointments, and then when they come, you will expand the pain and the gain, the now, the future, and you show them that you're the high. Accountability, support, guidance, direction, remove the confusion from nutrition once and for all. Put simply, I am your coach in charge of you getting results. Something like that. I mean, sound fair enough? Then which one of these two can I get you started on today? It's that fucking simple. Sales is really not, it's not complex, all right? You will get sales. You will get those things. Showed you all that shit. Leading from the front, there's your metrics that you need, the set, show, close. You've looked at the buying archetypes. You understand you're the catch. That's exactly where I need you for this point now. So we went from 40,000 foot view into a bit of detail and shit, quite organically, but sales is an organic kind of thing. It's a science and an art. All right, the 3 dimensions is the science. You are going to be the artistry that makes this shit come together. Let me see. Oh, next. It's like, what's the script? Like, what do you, I know, because this is going to be the question that's in your head. Like, what's the script, man? Like, what do you say? What do you say? Yes, we have been talking a lot of principles, high-level shit. I'm getting you to understand these concepts and principles. I want you to be there right now. Next, we're going to look at the 10 tenets of the 3D system. The 10 tenets of the 3D system. I'm going to teach you everything you need. And by the way, you're going to see how beautiful this is, because the true beauty in the 10 tenets of the 3D system is when you've seen them, it's the actual perfect seal. All right? That's going to be in the next video. I'm going to see you over there. Head over and watch it now.